If your relationship lacks vision, you don't know where you're going. And one of the things that we do to make sure that we're staying on the same page, that we're staying connected, and we know where our relationship is going is an epic date. And epic stands for erotic, playful, intimate creation. So tell us, what do we do in these epics, my dear?
What don't we do? Wouldn't you like to know?
They're fun.
Especially in the erotic part. So because we have been moving around lately and we're not really sure where we want to end up, ultimately, today, this weekend, we're actually spending a whole weekend dedicated to this, and we will have all elements of the EPIC, as Ronald just shared. We're focusing on what is our vision. Where do we ultimately want to be? How do we want our lifestyle to look? What would serve us greatly in being able to accomplish and achieve the level of service we bring to the world? And how will that serve, more importantly, us individually, of course, but together as a couple? And that's the biggest thing that we're spending time focusing on, because we've lost sight of that a little bit in the responding to life, in the day-to-day doing and the needs and demands of our business. We've been on the back burner, so we're bringing ourselves to the front burner.
Can you relate? So on the creative side, we got a little, or like a pad, or you can do an easel or something like that, but we're gonna like map out all the different parts of our life and draw little arrows. Hey, we want to go here. We usually spend our summers in New York, and we're going to go spend our summers up there, but we're like, hey, we need to upgrade our things. We need to invest in some stuff up there. Do we want to buy a property in Florida? Are we going to live in California much? Or are we just going to be in Florida all the time? Like, where are we going to be?
Decisions.
You know, big decisions to make. So we wrote down on our little notebook here, Sierra's little notebook, we've got Rano and Sierra personal, and then on the next page we've got Rano and Sierra business. And so we've got life budget. Like, let's look at our debt and our credit. Let's look at an overview and tracking and see how we are on tracking our finances, and are we hitting the goals that we want to hit so that we can retire when we want to retire. Looking at meals and exercise plans. How can we support each other in being healthy and eating healthy and having all those different aspects.
You plan to fail, you fail to plan, so they say.
Yeah, and then also, like we talked about, the housing. And then in our business, we're looking at revenue, we're looking at the programs that we want to put out and which one is a priority. How do we focus on the team to help us build things? What are all the different stuff that we want to do? And for us, like when we're working in the business, it's really tough to work on the business. So a weekend like this allows us to get a lot of our businessy stuff going.
Now this sounds like a everyday just sort of focused retreat, but what makes a difference is we bring in the erotic, we bring in the playful, we bring in the intimate, and we bring in the creative energies to this process, so it feels more fluid. It gets you out of the planning and the left side of the brain, and puts you more in the right side of the brain, and also weaves the energetics of your coupleship and the yumminess that you can create from your coupleship. So if you've never done this before and you're curious about what an epic might be, please reach out to us. We can give you more information on that. And if you're inspired and you create your own epics or your own, planning and vision as a couple, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.